Just say this, what I'm going to teach you guys in today's episode is very important. How important? If you ever watched the movie The Matrix, you know there's that one scene where Neo and Morpheus, they're walking around in that crowded city. And then all of a sudden, right, Neo sees this woman in the red dress. He turns, looks at her, and he loses sight. He loses focus off Morpheus. That's how important this video is going to be for you, because it's really going to help you not only gain more confidence, but most importantly, just help you when it comes to reaching your goals. So how do we gain more confidence? Well, it can happen either internally or externally. Internally is when you're actually physically going through those reps. It's kind of like Napoleon Hill in his book, Outwitting the Devil. Repetition is the mother of all learning. So if let's just say you're not good at lifting weights, how do you get better at lifting weights? You continue to lift weights. You continue to go to the gym. You continue to work out. And over time of you putting in those repetitions, you're going to gain more confidence in what you're doing. And externally is when you gain confidence from an outside source. Most recently in the half marathon that I did, I thought it would be impossible for me to complete it in underneath 2 hours. But guess what? My running coach, he believed in me. He told me, he said, hey, for your distance, for your duration, for your pace, dude, you can easily finish that half marathon in underneath 2 hours. Sure enough, he was right. He believed in me, and that gave me the confidence, and I was able to complete that half marathon in 1 hour and 48 minutes. You can see here, how do we actually gain more confidence? Well, it can happen internally or externally. But here's where the real magic happens. When you combine the two, that's the recipe for success. Just like in my last MMA fight, when I got caught in one of the nastiest arm bars, and I remember my arm just hyperextending, bending all the way back, I'm hearing it kind of like crackle and pop, and I'm getting ready to tap out. I'm getting ready to end the fight. But I remembered all those hard training sessions. In fact, I remember being caught in multiple, if not hundreds of different arm bars from different training partners throughout the years. So having the reps personally gave me the confidence. Now, when I was caught in that arm bar, I also heard my brother and my coach in the corner just yelling at me, just saying like, hey, don't give up, don't quit, you got this, and coaching me through that. They believed in me. Sure enough, I was able to get out of the arm bar. 30 seconds later, end up catching my opponent in a submission and winning the fight in the first round. Once again, when you combine the two, internally and externally, that's going to be the recipe for success. Just like if you're trying to lose body fat, you can work out and do cardio, you're expending energy, or you can eat less food and be in a calorie deficit. When you combine the two, the activity and the nutrition, guess what? You're going to get the best results. Why is this so important for you to understand? Well, at the end of the day, your mindset, this is the greatest muscle that you can ever train. By far, it is the most powerful tool that you can use when it comes to reaching your goals. When you are more confident, it's obviously going to help you believe in yourself more. Just think about way back in the day when you didn't know how to ride a bike. I'm sure there was plenty of times where you fell off the bike, you end up scraping your elbow, banging up your knee, probably crying a little bit, but sure enough, the more you continue to practice and ride the bike, the easier it got. You became more confident in your skills of riding the bike, and I bet you anything that you probably had some help from your parents as well, encouraging you, motivating you, and guiding you as you're riding the bike, and also being there to pick you up. So that way, when you fell off, you banged up your knee, cried a little bit, they were able to wipe away your tears and just say, hey, don't give up, you got this, let's get back into it tomorrow. And that confidence grew over time, where you had this belief factor about yourself, knowing that, hey, you can ride a bike perfectly fine. And that new belief system became an identity shift for you, because think about it. Now you may be in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, maybe even your 70s, and I bet you anything that it's probably been years since you last rode a bike, but you're probably pretty confident that you can pick one up and start pedaling again, and you're not going to fall this time. Why? Because that confidence turned into a belief system. That belief system turned into your identity. And guess what? Your thoughts create your reality. And that's why you want to make sure that you are confident in whatever it is that you're pursuing. And how do we gain that confidence? Remember, it could be from an internal source of you putting in the work, you putting in the reps, or externally. When you combine the two, this is the recipe for success. So many guys that have joined our coaching program, and at first, they didn't have the best belief system. They didn't have the best mindset. But sure enough, over time, as they were able to complete their workouts and hit their macros, aka working on the internal source of confidence, do their weekly check-ins and engage with the members inside the community group, aka the external source of confidence, combine the two and you get the best results possible. You get in the best shape of your life, not just physically, but mentally as well. This is why we always tell our members that the ones that engage inside the community groups, those are the ones that typically get the best results. So let's summarize. How do we gain more confidence? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Internally, we need to focus on putting in the reps. We need to take action. We need to do the work. Externally, we need to make sure that we surround ourselves with the right group of people in our corner that's going to support us and hold us accountable. But when you combine the internal source of confidence and the external source of confidence, this is going to be the recipe for success. This is what's going to really help you shift your mindset and really start to believe in yourself more. I really hope that you guys got a lot of value from today's episode. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below with your biggest takeaway. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. And it would mean the world to me if you happen to share this episode maybe on Facebook or Instagram. And if you do, definitely tag me so that way I can repost it as well. If you need any help at all when it comes to losing body fat and building muscle, the first link down below in the description box is actually a free training guide that you can go ahead and download. Inside that free training guide, you're going to learn the best workouts and nutrition plan to follow specifically for your body type. As always, guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.